He's gone. What's going on, Atlanta analyst? What's up? What's going on, Sean? Matt Ryan has been traded to the Indianapolis Colts. Per Ian Rappaport. I'm sad. Oh, man. What's going on, AJ Show? Yep, it's happening. I just can't believe he's gone. And for a third round pick. Only a third round. We only get back a third round pick. That's it. All we get back is a third round pick. Ugh. Just a third round pick. That's it. A 2022 third round pick. That's it. I can't believe it's only a third. What's going on, Karam? We definitely lost this trade, 100%. And it's good to get out of his contract. I mean, only for a third. I'm hearing rumors that we could get Marcus Mariota. What's going on, J Money? I'm hearing we could get Mariota, which I don't really want Marcus Mariota. I mean, he's young, so I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing. Got 13 in the chat. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Matt Ryan being traded to the Indianapolis Colts per Ian Rappaport. All just a third round pick. I mean, I'm happy for him. I think he'll do good in Indy. Who's going to be our next quarterback? Are we going to go for Garoppolo? I wouldn't think so. I guess in theory it could be Baker, although I don't think we're going to go for Baker. to put a poll in the chat for you guys to answer. For third, who's going to be our next quarterback? Who's going to be our next quarterback? I don't know. Who will it be? This will be Mariota, Mayfield, Garoppolo. Who are we thinking it's going to be? What's going on, Falcons fan 1020? He's been the quarterback ever since I started watching. I started being a Falcons fan, I think, 2013, 2014. That's when I got into the NFL. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna just bite the bullet, go for someone in the draft, or are we gonna try to sign or trade for someone else? What's going on? Clutch B-Ball says, would I take Malik Willis? Absolutely. I would. 100%. And I've been a Falcons fan since like 2012. And I've never had a game, never been through a season where Matt Ryan hasn't been the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. So it's definitely going to be weird. But it only being for a third round pick, I was expecting more than that. I was definitely expecting more than a third. Young Citrus have been a Saints fan since 2005. It definitely feels weird already. It's interesting to see who the Colts might sign join Matt. I don't know if we're going to try to sign or trade for one, or if we're going to draft a quarterback. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if it's Baker. Definitely wouldn't be mad if it's Baker. But Garoppolo, maybe. I wouldn't be mad if it was him either. I'm thinking maybe I just don't want Mariota. No, I think we'll be keeping the same head coach. But Matt's on a better team now. I think he'll get to the playoffs with the Colts. I think for sure he'll be in the playoffs with the Colts. And it's definitely interesting to see. I just don't know who we're going to go after. It's hard to tell. Falcons fan 1020 says, honestly, don't see how Arthur Smith makes it. He's probably starting out 2 to 3 years without the playoffs, and Blank will want to be a scapegoat. Blank will want a scapegoat. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I like Arthur Smith, but yeah, you're right. He may not make it if he goes the first couple of years without the playoffs. Crom says, now I'm getting confused. Both guys' first name is Arthur. Yep. Arthur Smith is the coach. Arthur Blank is the owner. Yeah, I got no clue who we're going to go after now. I really don't. I'm thinking maybe a Mariota reunion with Arthur Smith. We'll see if there's any talks about who our next quarterback will be yet on Twitter. Maybe we won't wait. Maybe we'll dive right in. It says we're expected to pursue a reunion with Mariota and Arthur Smith. I mean, that, in my opinion, that this trade is an absolute steal for the Colts. I think the Colts got a really good quarterback for a really good price. If we do draft a quarterback, do you think we get a veteran to start 2022? That's what I'm wondering. You just don't know. I'm thinking that it may be a Mariota reunion. You got 21 votes on the poll. 48% say Mariota, 33% say Baker Mayfield, 5% say Garoppolo, and 14% say other. Falcons are always reluctant to admit the rebuilding, but I don't see how they can hide it now. True that. But we have signed quite a few free agents now. Signed Casey Hayward to join the secondary. Damian Williams, a new running back to help Cordell Patterson. Now the only quarterback on our roster is Felipe Franks, I think. But I mean, there's no way he'll be starting week 1. We'll definitely have someone else by then. They call me usually, so he's traded to the Colts for what? A third round pick. Yeah, you're probably right. Falcons fan 10-20. Nothing with Baker yet. What's going on, Purple Pocket Podcast? What's up? Y'all should go for Willis. Well, I'm seeing rumors now that we're gonna try to get Marcus Mariota, which I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want Mariota to be the new quarterback for the Falcons. That's just I don't know. No, I do not want Josh Rosen back. Negative. Someone else. I have no clue what we're doing, man. I mean, I don't think the Falcons would deal Grady. I think he's definitely going to stay. But, I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if we involve him in a trade. I just don't see us dealing Grady. I mean, he's one of the key pieces of our D line, key pieces of our defense. I am interested to see who we get. I doubt that we're gonna find out today who we get. Highly doubt that. But we'll definitely be in talks today, I think, for sure. Alright, welcome back, Atlanta analysts. Yeah, not much talk about who we're gonna get in return besides haven't heard anything about Mayfield. Nothing about Mayfield. Nothing about Garoppolo. Everything about Mariota so far. I mean, I guess we could get Baker. I don't really want Baker. See if there's any rumors brewing about Baker yet. Dante says Browns will be the Browns, and while Indy will keep making the playoffs with Matt Ryan. I mean, I think for sure they'll make the playoffs with him. Actually, I think they're like guaranteed playoffs with Matt Ryan, in my opinion. Because they were already, I think they were like one game out of the playoffs last year. Travis now comes in second place of GMs. Yeah, I don't know what Fontenot was doing on that one. I mean, I wasn't crazy hearing that it was only for a third round pick. It definitely makes me question Fontenot's reliability. Fontenot is the Saints' secret agent. I mean, he was with the Saints, so they call me and says, how much money does that clear in the cap space? Let me look. Let's see. It clears around 8 million or 9 million. Save 9 million in cap space. Jameon says, I hope Baker to the Seahawks. Definitely could happen. That's right, trading Trae Young for a top 5 pick. Yeah, only being for a third is definitely questioning Fontenot after that one. Definitely questioning Fontenot's reliability. I agree, man. I agree. They call me Uzi. Couldn't agree more. I think this is an absolute steal for the Colts, only after giving up a third rounder. And an absolute steal for them, in my opinion. Dalton says, give our GM his time. This is his first time as a GM in the Falcons. I mean, I'm not going to give him much time when he trades our 14-year franchise quarterback for a third-round pick. Like, we should have gotten a lot more than that. We should have at least gotten another pick for that. Definitely should have at least gotten 2 draft picks. At least. I mean, Matt Ryan, we're talking about this is still a quarterback that can win a Super Bowl. I would not be surprised if he wins a Super Bowl with the Colts here in the next couple of years. Definitely should have gotten like 2 picks and a player, in my opinion. What's going on, Rod B Channel TV? Says not Baker. Yeah, I don't think it'll be Baker. Although the majority of the poll has picked Baker. What's going on, Carlos and Chelsea? Baker Mayfield to the Seahawks for 5th round picks. What's going on, DJ Avery Jr.? What's up? Make sure you guys all subscribe and like. We just hit 1,400 subscribers, so thank you guys for that. Yeah, they definitely screwed up trading their first for Wentz, that is for sure. So we probably didn't have much leverage in that because they didn't have a first this year. I mean, I'm not saying we should have got a first from that, but at least 2 picks and another player. No, you're all good, Pac-12 shorts. I mean, it is what it is. He can't be our quarterback forever. But I thought for sure we'd get more than just a 3rd-round pick. Fan of Atlanta 365 says, why do we only receive a 3rd-rounder? Preaching to the choir, man. No idea. I mean, the problem with this Atlanta analyst is that they had a lot more leverage in this trade than we did. Because they know that we had to pay Matt Ryan's roster bonus by 4 o'clock. So they were definitely using that as leverage for the trade. Because if we hadn't traded Matt Ryan by 4 o'clock, we would have had to pay him $7.5 million as a roster bonus. Which they knew, the Colts knew we didn't want to do that. Fan of Atlanta says, so will we draft Malik Willis at 8? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if we're just going to stay dormant in free agency, at least with quarterbacks, and then just go all in on Malik. Just go all in on a rookie quarterback in the draft. I would assume we'll still sign or trade for, like, not like a big money quarterback, but just like a veteran that can maybe give Malik Willis some, like, just some mentorship. Because he definitely needs a mentor. Young quarterbacks like that need a mentor. You don't think Malik Willis will live up to the hype? DJ Avery says we should have traded him to the Seahawks for a 9th pick in the 1st round. If we would have got a first for Matt, I definitely would have been ecstatic. Is it possible that we could get... Will Kenny Pickett, do you think, will still be there when we draft? See, what's our draft pick? Do we draft 8th, I think? So who goes in... Let me check the draft order for this year. I can't remember who goes in front of us. Draft order is Jacksonville, Detroit, Houston, Jets, Giants, Carolina, Giants again, and then us. I don't think Kenny Pickett will still be there. Although if he is, absolutely draft Kenny Pickett. AA should run the Falcons. That's true, Pac-12. I mean, he did play for Liberty. He doesn't play against the top talent, and he didn't play against top talent in the NCAA. You think Malik will sit behind Felipe? No, I don't think so. I don't think Felipe will be starting. Felipe, he has speed, he has an arm, but he does not have accuracy whatsoever. Now trade for Baker. I mean, sports critic, I definitely wouldn't be opposed for Baker. But I just don't see us interested in Baker Mayfield. I mean, we've already said that we're pursuing Mariota. I guess maybe if the Panthers get Baker, then we can draft Kenny Pickett. Or Matt, or like DJ Avery says, Matt Corral maybe. Yeah, I don't want Mariota, man. We might get stuck with him, but I really do not want Mariota. Please no Marcus Mariota. I don't really want Jameis either. I wouldn't be opposed to. I would love Garoppolo, to be honest. You think we should have got? Oh, if we could have got Michael Pittman in the trade, that would have been awesome. I just think we should have got. If you're gonna give us just a third rounder, then give us a player with it. But the NFL draft isn't. I think like a month, so we got some decisions to make. That's for sure. Definitely would not be opposed to Jimmy G. Yeah, we still never got information on Jarvis Landry. We had a visit with him, but I assume the Browns are going to try to re-sign him now that Deshaun's going to be in Cleveland. Would I trade for Cam Newton? No, I don't want Cam Newton. I would assume the Colts are going to take Mac's contract. I mean, that's the whole point of us trading for him. I mean, I wouldn't mind Kyle Trask from the Bucks, but I don't think they have any interest in trading him since they just drafted him. Is Mariota on a team or is he a free agent? No, he's a free agent, so we wouldn't have to trade at all. Wouldn't have to trade anything for Mariota. We would just have to sign him. Although I don't know what kind of contract we'd sign him to. Yeah, we definitely need receivers and linemen. Yep, Matt is gone. Snacker says Falcons need a new GM. I mean, I'm definitely not fond of Fontenot right now. Fan of Atlanta says, let's go get Tyler Huntley from Ball. Oh, I didn't even think about him. I had completely forgot about Tyler Huntley. Huntley's actually pretty good. I would definitely not be opposed to Huntley. There ain't nothing. I mean, he's a solid quarterback. He's definitely a solid quarterback. Sports could suspend God, he got rid of Matt Ryan. I mean, Fitzpatrick, I would not be opposed either. He's kind of old, though. No, I'm glad we had picks, but if we weren't going to if we were going to trade Matt, then I wish we would have drafted Mac Jones. I just honestly don't feel like I don't want to wait until the draft. I want to have some reassurance of a veteran quarterback in Atlanta. Nah, I don't think Jordan Love. I think the Packers are going to keep Jordan Love. Yeah, I'm going to keep this jersey, though. I think this is like my second or third Matt Ryan jersey. It's a throwback jersey now. It's a collectible. It's a throwback now. I'll definitely miss Matt, man. I've never seen the Falcons without Matt Ryan at quarterback, so I don't. Definitely gonna take some adjusting. Yeah, I mean, sports career. I was thinking about Kenny Pickett if the Panthers. They're talking about Kenny Pickett's pro day right now. What if the Panthers get Baker or Jimmy, then I would think Kenny Pickett should be available. Taysom Hill. No, the Saints aren't going to let Taysom Hill leave. No, not CJ Beathard. See if there's any more rumors brewing besides Mariota. Convince Favre to come out of retirement. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I don't know about Mariota. Although, depending on what kind of contract we give him, it's not that much of a risk. I mean, someone said Tyler Huntley. I would not be opposed to Tyler Huntley. Throw the bag at Drew Brees. Nah, Drew's not coming out of retirement. Nick Foles? It's possible. There's just so many quarterbacks out there. Mariota seems to be the front runner. But I don't know how fast we sign Mariota. If we're going to wait a couple days before we do it, or if we're going to do it today. But I could definitely see Mariota with the Falcons. Would not surprise me one bit. 7-10 is our ceiling this year. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be very good, depending on the quarterback that we get. Yeah. I'm wondering. I think the best case scenario would be Jimmy Garoppolo. But the Falcons definitely have something in the works. Bring Julio home. Nah, I don't think. I think Julio might go to Indianapolis, honestly. I think Julio might follow Matt Ryan to Indianapolis. I would not be surprised if later today it is announced that Julio goes to the Colts. Definitely wouldn't be surprised there. You'd be happy with Jimmy G, but if you're trading for Matt, not re-signing Gage or Foye, looks like rebuild. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't re-sign those two. You think we're gonna go 3-14? I think we're gonna be better than that. At least Matt Ryan will get some love in the media due to Pat McAfee. Oh yeah, Colts fans are ecstatic about this. Especially McAfee likes this. Pretty sure McAfee likes this trade. Russell Wilson already got traded to the Broncos. He's not going anywhere. We got 46 votes on the poll. 30% say Mariota, 39% say Mayfield, 9% say Garoppolo, 22% say other. And Kyler Murray, you can't. We're not going to get like a franchise quarterback. They're already on their teams. They're not going to move. But Kyler Murray's not going anywhere. If we could get Tyrann Mathieu, now our secondary would be incredible. We already have Terrell and Casey Hayward. If we could add Tyrann Mathieu to that, I don't think he's interested in coming to the Falcons. But I would like to get some more news on Jarvis Landry. Chandler says, at this point, I'd package all my picks this year to get a franchise quarterback. If not, tear it down and build around Kyle Pitts. Breaking news, guys. Jameis Winston is returning to the Saints on a 2-year, $28 million contract. Per Tom Pelissero. 2 years, $28 million for Jameis. Wow. Okay, 2 years, $28 million for Jameis Winston. I don't know about that. That might be a little too much for Jameis. $14 million a year for Jameis? I don't know. What's going on, Purity Empire says I'm a Colts fan. Dude, I'm happy for you then. Matt Ryan's going to be great for you guys. The Saints really just overpaid for Jameis. Oh my gosh. It makes you feel a little bit better. Yeah, please, Colts, please win a Super Bowl with Matt. He deserves one so much. Please win one for Matt. It's his only chance of him getting one. What's going on, Creations? What's up? You're a Cowboys fan. If we would have traded Matt Ryan to New Orleans, I would have vomited. Oh my gosh, I would be sick. If you're a Colts fan, I don't know how you guys aren't stoked for Matt. Matt Ryan's been running for his life pretty much for 14 years. The Falcons have just never had the offensive line to protect him, which is why he's probably one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league, because his offensive line always sucks. His offensive line is always terrible. Always. Yeah, we're definitely going into rebuild mode for sure. If you're a Colts fan, I don't know how you're upset about getting Matt. Like that. He was one of the best available on the market. And the fact that y'all only gave up a 3rd-round pick. Oh, we re-signed Isaiah Oliver. I forgot about that. Yeah, we got 53 votes on the poll. 42 majority say Baker Mayfield, 42%. 26% say Mariota. 9% say Garoppolo. 23% say other. Yeah, Jalen Mayfield. Yeah, he's not the best. Atlanta analyst says he ran the Matt trade through the trade machine that has the Falcons losing 15 games this year. That's harsh. Yeah, I'm not expecting much out of us this year. It is going to be interesting to see who we end up getting. Yeah, I'm just hoping we hear something before the draft. Actually, I'm hoping we hear something on Mayfield and Garoppolo very, very soon. I remember our schedule being like stupid difficult this year. Well, let me look at our schedule for this year, or at least our opponents. You see our regular divisional games. We play at Washington, Arizona at home, San Francisco at home, Cleveland at home. We play the AFC North this year. So we play Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. We also play the Rams, Seattle, the Chargers. It's definitely not a favorable schedule. Having to play the AFC North is not going to be fun. Maybe one win this year. I mean, the Bucks got Tom Brady. They wouldn't have won anything without Tom Brady. We would have won the Super Bowl too if we had Tom Brady. No, we'll get more than one win this year. Although it all depends on the quarterback. If it's Mariota, then yeah, Mariota. I don't want Mariota. I wonder if I just want Blank to give Blank and Fontenot just give a push for Mayfield or Garoppolo. Just an attempt. If we go 0-17, we'll get the first pick. There's no question about it. I don't remember the last time we got the first pick in the draft. But we can blame all of this on Thomas Dimitroff. If Thomas Dimitroff hadn't given Matt that absurd contract back in 2018 or 2017 or whatever it was, then Matt Ryan would still be a Falcon. We can blame this on Dimitroff. 100%. All of the money that Matt Ryan's getting, we can blame it on Dimitroff. What is Dimitroff doing nowadays? I don't know if he even has a job in the NFL. I think he's just a former executive. Yeah, he doesn't have an NFL job. I mean, who'd give him one after him giving Matt that contract? Dimitroff has a podcast, really? Yeah, Dimitroff pretty much butchered this whole thing. Thomas Dimitroff. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but alright guys, I'm about to end the stream. Definitely keep an eye out on who our next quarterback will be. I'll have a video later on my Sweet 16 picks for March Madness. So stay tuned for all that. I might make a video on Jameis, not sure yet. But I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace out, guys.